Inside this box is one of the best GR sneaker releases of the entire year. And of course, from the title and the thumbnail, you already know what it is, but I haven't seen these guys yet, and I'm really excited to check them out. So I grabbed this pair from GOAT for, I believe, what, $100 over retail? Before we get into the sneakers though, let's first take a look at the box, because obviously the box is a big part of the package that you're getting. It's literally the packaging that you're getting, and of course it's not something that people see when you're wearing the sneakers, but as someone who's spending $190 on a pair of shoes, it is nice to get a nice box. Some people comment, why are you looking at the box? Like, why is that important? And while I understand what you're saying, because it's not part of the sneakers, the part that you're actually gonna wear, you are spending $190 on the whole thing, and the box is part of it. So I always like to take a look at the box, because sometimes Jordan Brand and Adidas and Asics and whoever I'm unboxing that particular day does do cool stuff with their packaging. And it looks like for this pair of 11s, they are doing something a little bit different than what they usually do on their 11s. The box top comes in this very dark navy blue with your Air Jordan Jumpman logo right there in the center, with a sort of a light, almost UNC style blue on the Jumpman itself. And then you've also got this sort of, what would you call that, grayish blue, or I guess diffused blue on the bottom half of the box. Of course, you got your Nike Air logos on either side of the box top, and then on one end of the box, you've got the size tag. Now, this shoe is a size 9, which is my true size. We'll talk about fit and sizing later on in the video, but the official colorway of this shoe is white midnight navy. Huh, I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't use the words diffused blue in the name of the sneaker's colorway, or in the colorway of the sneaker, because the name of the shoe literally is diffused blue, which is a color, so I don't know. Midnight navy is not, at least from what I can tell from images, is not the color that you get on the shoe, but we'll find out in a second when we unbox this pair of sneakers. Here we go. So first thing you see inside the box is the carbon fiber paper. Pretty cool. Mainstay of Air Jordan 11 releases. And here they are. The Air Jordan 11 Diffused Blue. I guess you could call the bottom of the shoe midnight navy. I don't know. Oh, and here is your GOAT thing. I never know what to call that because it doesn't have any information on it, so I don't know. But here are the sneakers themselves. I gotta say, they look really good. You've got this diffused blue on the upper, on the patent leather, on the sock liner, and of course on the bottom of the shoe. I unlace them because I'm literally gonna go try them on immediately. But yeah, these are honestly pretty clean. They're nothing crazy, they're nothing too out there, but this is exactly what I'm looking for from a solid summer release GR from Jordan Brand. Like, it's not something wildly different, but it's a pair of sneakers that you can walk into your local Foot Locker and buy, hopefully around release day, and rock all summer long and feel good about yourself. Because realistically, at the end of the day, that's why you buy sneakers, to feel good about yourself. Whether it's feeling good about spending money, which is probably an unhealthy thing to feel good about, or feel good about the way that you look when you're wearing the sneakers. Also possibly unhealthy, I don't know. But either way, very clean pair of sneakers. Let's go try these guys on and see how they fit. All right, so I've got another pair of shoes to show you. I want to get your opinion. These are the Diffused Blue Air Jordan 11 lows. What do you think?
Very nice.
Kind of match my blue Apothecary mesh shorts, available right now on apothecary.com. And the speckled socks, a little bit. Grab the entire fit, apothecary.com. But yeah, what'd you give these guys out of 10?
I really like them, actually.
They're clean, right?
Yeah.
Dropping in full family size and we can get the whole family outfitted.
Ooh, that would be
I know.
really nice. I don't know. I'd rate them pretty high, like 7 or an 8.
Really? Okay, cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna try these guys on, see how they fit. See if they fit like most other pairs of 11s, which I think that they will. And give you guys some sizing advice on them. So let me throw them on really quick. Not gonna lie, I do really like the way that they look. They're clean.
Yeah, they're nice.
They're real clean. Sizing wise, yeah, exactly like every other pair of 11s. I would say that's true to size, at least for most people. If you have pairs of 11s, go with your standard size and you should be good to go. They feel no different than the Space Jams that dropped earlier this year, or really any of the other recent release 11s. But yeah, true to size. Back to the studio. So the Air Jordan 11 Diffused Blue is a very, very clean pair of sneakers from Jordan Brand, releasing on August 17th for a retail price of $190. And I've got to say, not only do they look good in hand, but they also look really good on feet, which realistically is the most important thing, because that's where you're wearing these, is on your feet. If you do want to grab a pair of these, I've made sure to link them through the YouTube shopping tab on your screen. You can grab a pair early. They are selling for around retail. And of course, if you're watching this video after they release, you can still grab a pair through that link on the YouTube shopping tab. The fact that we are now at a point where really solid Air Jordan colorways are sitting in stores and in some cases going to outlets makes me really happy, because it means that everyone who wants pairs of Jordans can usually grab pairs of Jordans for, in a lot of cases, under retail. And I definitely suggest checking out my top 10 sneakers under retail video linked at the top of your screen, where I go through a lot of shoes which you can find online right now for under retail. Yes, it is somewhat size dependent. The sneakers that I talked about in that video are all under retail from like a size 7 to like a size maybe 11. Size 13 and 14 tend to be more expensive, but generally for the mid-range sizes, you can grab them for all under retail. And that seems to be the case for most new Air Jordan releases. Like, a lot of them just end up sitting unless they're crazy limited. This morning, as I'm filming this video, I just grabbed the Olympic 6s with no issues whatsoever. There's still a full size run sitting at 10:31 a.m. And I feel like that's probably going to be the case for the Diffused Blue 11s. That said, I do feel like the 11 silhouette is probably more popular than the Air Jordan 6s, so they might move a little bit faster, but still, I don't think these are going to be very difficult to get whatsoever. And again, I think that's a great thing because in a lot of cases, it means you don't have to overspend for sneakers, and you also don't have as much FOMO. Like before, if all the sneaker colorways were selling out, you'd be like, oh, I missed out on all the colorways. But now it's like, okay, I can grab the colorways that I want, and if I want to grab the other colorways later, I can because they're probably still going to be sitting there. Like the Foot Locker near my house still has Fear 3s, which is wild because that shoe came out like 6 to 8 months ago, and it's still sitting. And a pair of Air Jordan 3s in an incredibly popular colorway back when it first released is still sitting on store shelves right now, which again, I think is a great thing. It's also probably on sale, which is crazy. But with all of that out of the way, let's talk about this pair of sneakers specifically and find out what materials make up the Air Jordan 11 Low Diffused Blue. Starting off on the toe of the sneaker, you've got your classic Air Jordan 11 patent leather, which wraps all the way around the bottom half of the upper of the shoe. Now, as the name of the sneaker would imply, the patent leather comes in a diffused blue, which is sort of a grayish dark blue. It's actually an incredibly clean summery blue, like it's sort of a warm blue, as warm as blue can be. It looks like they took a navy and then mixed it with like a warm gray, and that's probably how they came up with this diffused blue color. And I think it's incredibly wearable, incredibly clean, and although it's not an OG colorway, which a lot of sneakerhead snobs out there won't buy sneakers because it's not an OG colorway, it's one of those colorways that almost feels like an OG colorway. It feels like sort of a UNC Air Jordan 11 without that super bright blue. And it's a clean look. Like this pair comes in full family sizing. This might be one of those pairs that I grab in full family sizing because I've got a wife, I've got a daughter, I've got myself. I want to outfit us in clean sneakers, and being able to grab pairs for under retail means that I could grab full family sizing for, in some cases, the price of 2 pairs of shoes or the price of 1 pair of shoes, depending on the colorway and the size. And not to continue the tangent, but another reason why I really like this blue is because it's super wearable. You can throw this on with a lot of different kinds of colors, and it's not going to overpower those colors. It's not going to be too wild. You can use it as an accent color, or you can use it as a color that just matches with what you're wearing. It's a super wearable blue. And of course, being a pair of 11s, you've got that glossy patent leather, which kind of elevates the premium feel of the shoe. So you could probably wear this in a more dressed up situation or a slightly dressed down situation. Like I'll probably wear these with Apothecary mesh shorts and some Apothecary socks and like an Apothecary tee or something like that. I only wear Apothecary pretty much. So of course I'm gonna be rocking Apothecary with these, but you can dress these up, dress them down, they look good regardless. Continuing back in the shoe, you've got some white ballistic nylon, which is sort of your classic Air Jordan 11 material. You've got it on the, I guess the midfoot panel of the upper. You've got it on the tongue of the sneaker. And then of course over top of the ballistic nylon, you've got these classic Air Jordan 11 straps that hold the laces in place, which of course are rope laces. Now in the case of this sneaker, you only get 1 set of laces, which is actually usually the case for Air Jordan 11s. You tend to only get 1 set of laces because I would assume rope laces are more expensive, maybe. But for whatever reason, you don't usually get a 2nd set of laces with your Air Jordan 11s, and that stays true with the Air Jordan 11 Diffused Blues. And then in the center of the tongue, you've got this white patch with the black Jumpman in the center, and then your glyphs, which actually when you turn the shoe sideways read Jumpman Jordan. I actually misspoke in my Space Jam 11 Low review and said that it said Jumpman Jordan, when in fact on that shoe it says Jumpman Jam or something like that. This colorway, however, goes back to the standard Jumpman Jordan, and it looks like the text comes in a very light blue or light gray. Moving inside the shoe, you've got more of this diffused blue on the sock liner of the shoe on both the tongue and the actual heel area of the sock liner. You've also got the same colored blue on the insole of the shoe, which features a white Jumpman printed on the heel. Again, sizing wise, these do fit true to size, and that's what I recommend for you when you grab Air Jordan 11s. Whatever size you usually grab in 11s, these are pretty much no different. For most people, that is true to size. Then moving to the back of the shoe, you've got this white leather panel sort of peeking up above the patent leather. You've got this embroidered blue Jumpman right there in the center, and then just above that, you've got your 23. Moving down on the shoe, you get to your standard Air Jordan 11 midsole, which if you caught my most comfortable Jordan sneaker top 10 list that I posted a couple months ago, which a lot of you guys disagreed with, this shoe was actually pretty high on the list. And I don't know if you've worn a lot of Air Jordan 11s or other retros, but this shoe is more comfortable than people think. It's actually a very comfortable pair of shoes. Obviously not as comfortable as some of the modern shoes that Nike and Jordan brand and Adidas and New Balance drop currently, but definitely more comfortable than most other Air Jordan retros. On the medial side of the shoe, you've got your exposed carbon fiber in gray and darker gray. And then on the bottom of the shoe, you've got this sort of milky, semi-translucent outsole with blue pods on the forefoot and on the heel. Of course, you can see through to the Jumpman in the midfoot. I'm sure to a lot of you, this colorway is not that exciting or that different, and to be fair, it's not. But with that being said, it's still incredibly clean, and it's one of those colorways that I'm glad Jordan Brand is releasing because it gives you more options this summer. We're not just getting one Air Jordan 11 Low this summer, so we've got more options than we had before, and it's a colorway that, like I said, is incredibly easy to wear with pretty much anything. It's just clean. It's a solid GR. This is the kind of GR that I really like when Jordan Brand drops. It's a good silhouette, it's a good colorway, nothing flashy, nothing crazy, and hopefully it hits the outlets. But we'll have to wait till August 17th to see whether it sells out or not. I honestly am not totally sure. But hey, at this point, I would love to know your thoughts on this shoe in the comment section down below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.